They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually. So if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane a masterpiece.
Should you tell everybody how we met?
Yeah, so, you know.
Yes or
Some
no? You seem to
online
hesitate.
dating. Some
Wait,
online
do you
dating,
not want
yeah.
to talk about this?
We can.
She doesn't know shit. You don't know how we met, do
Tell
you?
her the story.
Gentle viewers, shall we hear the story? Remember Andrew in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Where he's like, gentle viewers.
Yeah, so
What's your favorite part about when we met? Tell me.
the beef curtains.
Beef curtains. I love it.
So.
But what are the beef curtains? I want to hear.
So yeah. So we ended up setting up a date for the Moon Saloon.
Why'd you pick the Moon Saloon?
Because you said you were a Bears fan.
Yeah,
And it's
what
a
did
Bears bar.
What did you find out later about why I was
The
a Bears
only
fan?
reason you were a Bears fan is because you like the colors.
I did. The colors were the bomb, and I looked really
Blue
good.
and orange.
I looked really good in them too.
Blue and orange. You weren't even wearing Bears stuff when you met me.
Oh no, I didn't look that good in them. I needed to look sexy when I met you, and I think I pulled it off.
You did. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little wife beater and the jeans and the heels, the black and white heels. Yep. Came in, saw you in the doorway, and I literally said to myself, "Oh, fuck, I'm getting married." And I did a year later. But anyway, you first time I ever with any relationship where I sat on the same side. Like it happened organically. You sat down and I sat next to you, and it just
Yeah, there was no.
I tried to get some food, and you ate all of my boneless chicken. All of them. I got none. Zero.
Well, we learned that day that I am a nervous eater.
Yeah.
And I ate all your chicken
I
wings.
ate all of them. I got nothing to eat.
But
I take that back. I did get something to eat.
Shut up. Oh my god. Anyways, and I love the fact that they were Coors Light because back then I was a Coors Light girl and I drank Coors Light all the time.
Yeah.
And I just like saying
Coors Light girls going around.
Yep.
And gave us free Coors Lights.
Free Coors.
And you got all hackly. You go, get out of here.
Oh yeah, that was my first moment of jealousy. Maybe that means that I loved you back then.
And then we were looking, people were coming in the door, and we turned, and there's a woman on a high top table with a skirt on, man spreading,
and
her beef curtains on full display. Those were some mighty beef curtains.
Oh my god,
And it blocked out part of the door, so I guess you could say they were true curtains.
They did. They blocked out the light.
Yeah. It was quite the illumination.
Oh my god, that's so
from when
gross.
you walked into, the blockage.
That's so gross.
So I'll never forget beef curtains.
Oh my gosh. That was a good date.
It was fun.
And I remember I had my parents, or my mom was at the house with the kids, and I had a special time. I had to be home by a certain time, and I told her, if I'm not home by this time, you call the police. Like, this is serious. I'm going down. And so
Oh, you went down.
She seriously, well, no, we did actually.
I did.
But anyways, I never kiss on a first date. Let's just keep that on the record. Anyways.
She made out with me so hard against the car that I threw her into the car. And
Okay, let's not. No, nobody needs those details. Anyways, no, but I do remember how fun it was, how much fun it was. And I remember our chats. Oh my god, we had some fun chats, didn't we?
I just don't remember one.
You don't? Well, that makes me feel special. Do you remember when I called you out for being a mother faker when it came to your movie line quotes?
No, you tried
Where
to.
I was like, you're Googling things and then sending them in the chat.
You tried to, but
you fulfilled your obligation when we met.
You came up false.
Yeah, when we met, you actually can do it. You
I
want to
can
play?
do
Let's play the movie game right now.
Coming to America.
I didn't even say the line yet.
You don't have to, because you're gonna do
That's
it
not
right straight
fair.
from Coming to America.
That's not
first.
fair.
Was I wrong?
You know what? You're such a brat. No, I wasn't
win the game and I don't even do the line.
I wasn't gonna do Coming to America.
Not with that long of a pause.
I wasn't. I was gonna
Was
do
it Coming to
another
America?
one. I was gonna do another one. You want to hear it? And then you have to do one. That's
Beauty and the Beast.
You fucker! That's not fair! I was gonna do
Then 5 stars! How do I know you? How do I know you?
I was gonna do. Then go ahead and start!
I didn't even have to wait. I don't even.
I'm dying right
We
now.
don't need to play the game.
Oh my god, if Chadley could only, oh my god, she'd be so proud of you. Chadley, if you are watching this, oh my god, this is funny. I cannot, he pinned it.
That was for you, Chadley.
My first one was gonna be, I thought it was a trash, right? And then my second one was, go ahead and start.
Every time. The same two every time.
Oh my god. Anyway, you actually knew what you were doing from the movie lines, movie quotes.
I still do. I got you yesterday.
Well, you picked these movies I
No,
haven't seen.
I guess like 2 years like yesterday that were super obscure.
Which ones?
We were watching Rush Hour and you said it's a movie line.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered the name of that movie that traumatized me on my first freaking date. Event Horizon. Do you remember that movie? It was terrible for like a young little girl like me that was so innocent. No, that was awful. Anyways.
You're innocent. You're
I was.
dating guys named Dickhead and
No, his name is Dicko.
Skunk.
And Skunk. Skunk and Dicko. Christina, oh my god, if you're watching this, this is funny. I'm not gonna tell that. No, I'm not gonna
Skunk
tell.
and Dicko.
No, I'm not gonna tell the Skunk and Dicko story until later. That's a good story, but I'm not gonna give it all away in the first, second, third episode. You're gonna have to wait. But it's a good story.
oh, really?
It's a good story. It is a good story. Oh my god, I was
Two
the
guys
tits in
showed
high
up
school.
and they were.
No, there's a story behind it. You got no. No,
It was
you
like
can't
Leftovers from Skate or Die.
No, they actually no. I think Dicko was quite handsome, quite honestly. He had long hair. And,
Oh, fucking marry him.
what? Dude, I was 15, 16. I could drive.
So?
Go
were-
back to us.
You
Why
had
are
a,
we talking about
you had a
Dicko?
baby a year later.
Let's talk about us.
Oh, okay.
So, what was it for you that sealed the deal with me?
That you didn't have a penis.
Really?
Yeah. I thought you were.
You were
trying-
you were just gonna do whatever. You just wanted me to not have a penis.
Yeah. Well, that was the starting point. That's how I was locked in. You said, "What locked you in?" The fact that our parts match.
Okay, I'll
It
allow
wasn't-
that. Did you really think that I look like a tranny though? I mean,
It
come on,
wasn't
I'm
pull to
beautiful.
pull. It was pull. It would have been
But did
pull
you?
to pull.
But you
and that
didn't
doesn't
really
work.
think I was a tranny. You were just joking.
Well, I was hoping to God you weren't.
What?
Based on all the yoga positions you were
I
advertising.
know, but does my
all the flexibility that you
does my
advertised on your
skeletal
shopping
features,
page.
Do my skeletal features make me seem like men? You know what? Women do pick up
No.
on me. Maybe I have a masculine.
No, you don't.
Arr,
Yeah, I know.
arr.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
no.
I'm a
There's-
princess. I'm a princess. Did you realize
That's why
when
you
met me?
gravitate towards like tougher women, is because you need protectors.
Oh, I am tough. I am tough. People, be wary. You know, do you remember that?
These are my favorite socks.
These are my favorite socks. Do you remember the Toy Story line where the little dragon or dinosaur pops up and goes, "Rah! Were you scared? Tell me honestly." Like, that's me.
Yeah, it's pretty much it.
T-Rex.
Yeah, the T-Rex in Toy Story. Yeah. And I'm Woody.
What's seal the deal for me?
Hey, what's the deal for you?
Oh, thanks for asking. You know what? I don't recall, but thanks for asking.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. You don't recall?
I don't recall.
You're so full of shit. You remember every damn part of it.
I do.
You went home and told your mom, "I'm getting married."
I said, "I'm in love." And she goes, "Fuck's sake." And of course, you were number 4 for me, so yeah, sure, that was a shocker for my parents, for me to come home and be like, I'm getting married again, right? Even Angela at the time was like, great, thanks, tell me when it's over.
Give her a minute.
Right? Oh my gosh, and I loved when you met my family. I plunged you boop, right into the family, Halloween night. Those Halloweens they used to have such
All I
fun.
had was a t-shirt,
Halloweens.
sunglasses, and underwear and socks.
No, that was for the birthday party, not the Halloween. For Halloween, you were in regular clothes. You were in like a Metal Militia shirt, and then you had like your jeans on, and
Deck shoes,
yeah. And that's what Angela gave you the 3rd degree.
Yeah.
What'd she ask you? Do you remember what she asked you?
Well, what are your intentions with my mother?
Oh,
So I'm going to take great care of her.
and you have. You really have. And I think that the reason why she felt comfortable leaving this space was because she knew that you and I were locked in. Because you were literally the 4th marriage I had had, and by that time, 5 years, I had hit my 5-year anniversary. She waited for me to hit my 5-year anniversary before she decided hasta la vista. But anyways. And then we moved into with each other. We moved in like pretty quick.
2 weeks.
Yeah, pretty quick. But
I
you know
was
what?
living in a separate room in my house.
Right. And you know what? We're both grown-ups and we figured what the hey, right?
No, we didn't.
And you actually
No, we didn't.
and you actually stayed in the other room, didn't
Yeah,
you?
but I did ask. No,
Shut
I
up.
didn't sleep in there one time. In the room I was renting from you.
Me. Yes, you were renting
Oh,
the
I was
room
paying
from
rent,
me.
all right. I was
And
paying
yes,
dues.
it was, hey, you know what? I've always been a businesswoman,
Yeah, and you had a shotgun blast.
and I had a shotgun that I could blast with you at because I was protecting my family.
Oh,
And
right.
I had a shut up. This is going out for real life, people. You're such a brat.
Never did that.
Anyways, oh my gosh. No,
You
we
said
moved
that
in.
too.
We moved in quickly, but you know what? It was really. It didn't feel like we.
No?
We just
Except for
moved in
Xander's
so
fingers
well.
underneath the door.
Yes, right. Poor little guy. Oh my God, right under the door.
That's when I got to meet him.
Uh,
That was the first time I got to meet him.
but like, so what should we? What? Like, if we were to give advice to somebody
Even
like
then,
us.
you wanted the morning sex.
Yes, that's true. If we were to tell other people about us and like what advice would we give other people when it comes to finding, or if somebody's seeking a relationship, what advice would we give them?
Right. First and foremost, as we say all the time, set your boundaries or establish your non-negotiables and ensure that those things match between the two of you. Because if even one of those doesn't match, don't proceed.
And what, so when you say something like that, I'm sure people are gonna question and they're gonna say, okay, well, I want somebody who, my non-negotiable is they have to brush their teeth, right?
Okay.
I mean, that's non-negotiable for somebody. And then they come in and they find somebody and he's super drop dead sexy and he's
Then
like
it's not-
just the
yeah.
person for them and they're like, oh my God, I love this guy so much, but he has stanky breath. Do you consider that non-negotiable or not?
If you've established it as one and you're not willing to bend on it, then yes. If you're willing to bend on it, then it's not a non-negotiable, right?
Right.
Now it's would like to have, or is it, if you're willing to bend or alter a non-negotiable, then it's not a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable means if that happens in any way,
Right.
shape, or form,
Then it's over.
you leave. You don't even have to have a discussion about it. You know, you've just, of course, you can have a discussion about it, but there's no going back on it,
Right.
right? That's a non-negotiable.
You're not willing to negotiate under any terms. Yeah. No.
If this
Yeah.
happens or this occurs, any way, shape, or form, it's over.
Right.
It's over. I can't come back from that. In other words, my feelings and my trust and all of that, I do not see any way for that to be reestablished, and therefore it's not worth continuing.
So when you're out looking around for things, like for you, for example, and me, for our non-negotiables, I literally had a list. And my list was like, and everybody says you have the check boxes, check. But I think sometimes those check boxes people think they're preferences. they're not
They can be.
non-negotiables, right? So you have your top part of your checklist, this is I'm not willing to bend, and the other ones that are like, you know what, this would be great if, right? It would not a breaker if not, right? So for example, I think that it's different per person how granular they get with their
Absolutely.
non-negotiables. Because for me, 2 of my non-negotiables was must have good hygiene and must be able to sing. And I've been in relationships. My first husband, not good hygiene, constantly had to tell him to brush his teeth. It was ridiculous. The second husband, couldn't sing worth a damn, right? Like the other one couldn't sing. Like I couldn't have those moments of my peace with my partner. I don't want to be in a relationship where I have to separate for them to get my relief on certain things, right? So that was important to me. There's other things that I didn't put as non-negotiables, color of hair, blah, 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 like all those things, right? Because those were
Height,
flexes
weight.
to me, right? Another non-negotiable of mine was lying. I had literally been in a 5-year relationship with a chronic liar. And I mean, for me, the single itty bitty little one, if you say that you put the socks away and you didn't, like to me, that feels, if it's malicious, it's the lie. I don't like that. And then the other one was a non-negotiable, and that was no extramarital affairs. And that over time still stands true in my heart, but I look at physical relationships with other people with consent between the 2 of us as not considered an affair. So that could be obviously a controversial subject, but that wasn't a non-negotiable that I have flexed on. It's how I interpreted that non-negotiable from the start.
Right.
What were
But you
yours?
evolve as well.
Oh, absolutely, and you do evolve. I mean, it's
The
been
relationship
11
evolves.
years,
Yeah, 11
and
years.
you
Together.
evolve
10 years
together.
married. Yeah.
Yeah.
This year will be 11 years married.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, it's evolved, absolutely, and that's a thing. I mean, mine hasn't changed. Mine, again, non-negotiables, things that I'm not willing to negotiate. It's the non-consensual extracurricular activities of any type, really any type. Because if you think about it, I've been upset about the texting. I've been upset about phone, messaging and all that kind of stuff. It's really all that I'm aware of. But, all those type of things. But that was before we got married.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was, I can't say that it's a non-negotiable because I bent on it. But, I felt that the relationship was worth bending a little bit or showing forgiveness and seeing where it goes versus, ending it then. We were pretty locked in at the time. Had the house on 24th Drive and kids and
Yeah.
tough time with Angela at the time. And
Yeah, a very tough time, and yeah, with those non-negotiables,
I mean, non-negotiable was your antidepressants.
that's true.
I told you straight out, you stop taking those, I'm gone. Because
And that
you
was
tried
after I stopped taking them
You tried
one
it,
time.
yeah. You tried to stop, and it went so badly.
Yeah, it was a disaster. And here's the interesting thing about that. That was you said to me, hey, listen, if you ever stop taking your pills again, then I will literally walk out this door. Like, this is an absolute non-negotiable. I will not give you a second. So you gave me a quote-unquote mulligan when I did it the first time, right?
Well, that's how we found
you
out.
didn't understand.
Right.
Right.
But that's how we found out, so I couldn't
Right.
have established that prior
But
to
I
that.
feel like that same thing as well, to some extent, may have applied with the first incident, the texting you were discussing, because at that point, we were still trying to determine, like, that was my mulligan in that point, I was grateful that you gave me a mulligan at that point, basically, is what I'm saying. You gave me that grace. But I knew, based on the severity and how long it took for you to give me that grace, for me to realize that if I ever did anything like that again, then you would walk out the door. And so I think that is interesting how relative that is to relationships of any kind with a child, right? If you have a relationship with a child and they do something naughty, right? Put the toilet paper roll in the toilet because they want to see what it looks like, that's a childish behavior. But if you correct it and they do it again, that's defiance, right? So, and I feel like that's the same thing with employment, with kids, with relationships, with, it is fair to give that, here's the things that I'm gonna look out for, be careful, like that kind of probationary kind of thing. And I think a lot of that's missing, at least from the relationships of the folks that have come up to us and asked us for some guidance.
Well, it's also important as the relationship evolves and you find out things that become potential non-negotiables, right?
Right.
Because you just didn't know. You didn't know that that's not something you wanted, or you didn't know that something they did or that they felt was okay because in previous relationships that was all right, or that's how we did it. And that doesn't mean everybody's open.
Right. How long of a time frame do you put on learning about each other?
No, zero.
And then deciding that non-negotiable, and at some point, like for example, when you found out that I was bisexual, you could have very easily said, nope, non-negotiable for me, I'm not going to put up with that, and die.
Could, but I mean, what kind of idiot says that?
Okay, well, I know that was a bad example, but what I'm saying is that when people change over time, people change. Maybe a relationship out there, all of a sudden one day one woman wakes up and she decides she wants to be a hiker and she wants to all this stuff and you don't want that. Or somebody wants to play all these sports and it's that midlife crisis phase, right?
That shouldn't matter. That's just changing, your activities. That's not changing who you are as a person.
Right.
As long as that's not what's changing. Now people evolve and they want to become better. People evolve and they become worse. It's well, I guess the dichotomy of it is which, regardless of which direction you go, you either adapt or you separate.
Right.
Right? Or you adapt it into how you feel and how you live. And then what do you do with it?
Right.
So this next chapter's been fun as hell, exciting. Just
we're growing old together and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. No, it's just gotten better. It truly has. It's gotten better and better.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for what comes next. I mean,
even though we have all the problems as everybody else, I mean, it's insane the shit that comes up every day. Like, oh, well, I didn't realize that was happening today.
Busted pool,
Yeah, leaky pool, leaky
busted motorcycle,
everything.
yeah.
Yep.
Parts flying off.
Dogs.
Pets' heads are falling off.
Our pets' heads are falling off. That's it, I'm not going.
Dumb and Dumber and the Grinch.
Good job.
See, I didn't Google any of that.
We brought
I didn't
that
do any
full
Google.
circle. I love it.
See, it's the lies that hurt the worst.
Oh my Lord.
See, and lately, I'll tell you right now, I'm really, I guess I couldn't call it non-negotiable, but with these, relationships we've tried to establish, right? The flakiness or the not standing on your word, but the kind of people we're dealing with, that's not their life, that's not who they are.
I know,
And
right?
that's a struggle. Typically, that would be a non-negotiable for me. You don't show up, you don't do what you're going to say. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Right.
Now I've bent on that. Have I though? We haven't done anything.
Well, I think the caveat, and maybe we're speaking out our ass here, but I think the caveat is that we're not technically in a relationship.
That's fair. Well, I mean, it's a form of.
Oh, sure.
What type is it? Right?
Is. It's a what?
It's a
what
casual.
do you say? It's a playful.
It's a casual relationship.
It's a playful love on the love scale, right?
Right.
That what
But
was,
it's
what was
just
CG saying about the different?
Yeah, that's all online stuff.
Yeah.
The different forms of it. But yeah, it as a relationship wise, it would be considered, I guess, a casual relationship.
Right. And you would have, I mean, you do have certain non-negotiables in those relationships, right? But I'm thinking from another angle, based on who your relationship is with, will determine what those
depends on what those
non-negotiables
are.
are.
Exactly,
Right. My
exactly.
expectations of my children and non-negotiables for them are vastly different than ours.
Yeah.
And also the dogs. If they pee in my house, it's a non-negotiable. They get booted right out. Period. Right? Okay, this is sad. We have put the dog to sleep by talking, which means we're going to put everybody out there to sleep with our talking. So we got to spice it up here.
Night.
Are we going to bed?
Again? Yes, please.
No.
Zang.
I need to actually eat some supper.
All right, let's eat supper.
Okay. What should we title this podcast?
The marriage.
How we met.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I met your mother.
How I Met Your Stepdad.
How I met mama.
How I Met Mama. There we go. I love it. Mark. Check. Snap.